This is my Mark IV Golf, and this is my rusty fender. And for whatever reason, I decided to get up today before work to see if I can replace it. So let's see if I can do it quickly. This is my 1999 Mark IV Golf, which recently has either been demoted or promoted, depending on how you look at it. Even though I rotate driving my cars, my Civic has been my default daily driver because of the excellent gas mileage. I get over 35 miles per gallon in it. But it burns a lot of oil and it's slowly getting worse. So I had to make sure I had all the other cars in a condition where I could have the Civic in the bay long enough to pull the engine and throw something else in there. And that is why I have decided to try and make my Mark IV Golf a better daily. I left the lights connected because when I was taking them off the first time, I broke everything. So I'm trying to see if it is easier to take them out once you have access to the inside of the bumper. Since my fender liners were off, I could have had access on the backside, but I couldn't see it that well. So I'm gonna try it this way. Well, that was easy. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't mean to. Let's see if that happens on the other side. So these are aftermarket lights I installed. So I was able to just remove this from that and disconnect the bulb. That's a lot easier than before. Since I've owned it, I've handled most of the mechanical bits. Most recently, I replaced the clutch. I've done the brakes, the brake lines, a few other things with the shifter. You get the idea. I've documented most of it on this channel. I'll put a link to the playlist in the description. But some of the creature comforts I really haven't taken care of. That also holds true with the cosmetics. I noticed some rusty fenders, so in this video I'm replacing them. I've neglected the wiper blades because I don't drive it that often, and there's other little odds and ends that would make it much more suited to being a daily driver. If I still had my fender liners installed, I wouldn't attempt to try and remove the fenders before work. But let's see if I can get it done. See, I had trouble taking these off last time, so I'm glad I can come in here and do it. And now that I can see it, this is the way I'm gonna take them off from now on. Because you can see this tab here, and you can push it in and push the light out. And you don't have to use a screwdriver and scratch your paint. Yeah, so you can push this in and it comes out. Nice and easy. I cleaned out the garage, and I decided to store my fenders in the back seat. And it's not fun riding around with them, so I had a little bit of motivation to clean out my car. Now I do need to wash them and remove the pinstripe, but at least when it's on the car I could stop off at a car wash real quick and give it a once over. I might have had these installed on the wrong side, so I went and got the one from the other side to put on this one. Yeah, this fender's a bit warped. Either that or my car's a bit warped. Neither one would surprise me. I have to come back and wash all this stuff. I see, this is, but how do you fix that? You fix it by screwing it in and making it work. This fender may be coming out to get reshaped. Because there will be a big gap. Big gap. I may have to do some adjusting later. I'll probably do it when I decide to clean everything up. But I guess that'll work for now. At least it's not as rusted as the other one. One of the new ones didn't have these on it. Don't know why. Let's see this. Yeah, that helps. Maybe not with you, but come on, come on. Guess I just got lucky with that first one. There we go. I was hoping to finish before work, but I did not. So I'm gonna throw these on, swap the cars around, and then head into work. So that's that one. The ridges go to the inside. Let's see if it'll, uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and clean this stuff up. I was just hoping this would be a quick and easy thing to do before work, but I was wrong. I should know better. Probably should have done this before I put it on the car. But I didn't realize the new ones didn't have it. All right, there we go. So that's it for now. The other side I'll have to wait till I get home from work. Or as the Brits would say, the other wing will have to wait. They call fenders wings. So it's after work, 2 days later. I had something to do last night, so I couldn't get to it. And I'm running out of daylight, so I'm gonna see if I can get this car done. Put in my new fancy ricey one. And this one has these still intact, even though some of the fender stuff is broken. Paint on these bolts is pretty thick. I don't know if I'll ever need this, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Not bad, Kimosabi. This one went on a lot smoother. All right, that's in. Now there is a fastener that goes right here, but I will address that later. Just reconnecting the lights. Maybe one day I'll get fog lights for this car. That will be cool. Damn it, this was the hardest part of all this thing. So what finally worked for me was pushing out with this on that side to get it around that side of the pin, and then pulling it until I could wiggle it over to this side of the pin. All right, I think I am done. I ran out of daylight, but I got everything back together. Ew. Yeah, this fender was bent, but that'll be something for another day. Now I can get the other fenders out of my trunk and just throw them away. Yeah, this gap is humongous. But if you recall, this one was bent. And let's see what this side looks like. This side actually looks pretty good, other than the dirt and the pinstripe. So I'm gonna clean up all this stuff, take a shower, and go to bed. So real quick before I go to work, I'm gonna make sure these lights are working. All right, those are working, that one isn't. Because it's not plugged up. All right, now I'm gonna try it. Fantastic. All right, we're good. So I just got home from work and the sun is setting. But I'm gonna see if I can power up the pressure washer and give this a once over to see how good the match is. Fresh bird poop. Look at this ambitious spider. Show you how far away he is from a tree. That's crazy. So the match isn't that great. From this angle, it's passable. Doesn't look that bad. But when I come from over here, it looks like two different colors. But yeah, that was just a once over to knock the dirt off. I'm gonna wash it again for real once I get this pinstripe off. But yeah, fenders are on. I still got a little bit of daylight, so I'm gonna see how hard it is to get this off. Oh. Okay, come on. Well, that's promising. Maybe this will help. Matter of fact, I'm sure it'll help. Would you remove a pinstripe like that?
I'm gonna see if I can get this adhesive off with the glue gun.
Perfect. Sort of working, but not really. Yeah, it's not really working, so I might have to let it soak. Oh, wait a minute. It is working a little bit. With the rusty fenders gone, I could then reinstall the fender liners. So, after work, a few days later, that's what I did. So these rusted ones are from my original fenders, and I am going to retire those and throw them away. Hope I have enough good ones. Not perfect, but good enough for a beater. Let's put those wheels back on. That's my nephew and his new 4Runner. It's kind of dope, isn't it? My nephew stopped by, so I took a quick break. But now I'm going to go ahead and knock out the rest. And at this point, it's just torquing down the wheels. A few days later, I finally got around to replacing the wiper blades. I tend to wait too long before I replace my wiper blades, but the last time I drove the Golf in the rain, it was not fun. It was very annoying. I even replaced the rear wiper, because even though I don't use it often, I want it to work when I do. So unless something catastrophic happens, the work I do in the Golf will be limited to things I can do in the driveway. The garage will be used for the engine swap on the Civic. If you'd like to follow along as I continue to improve my Mark IV Golf and my Civic, hit subscribe. If you'd like to see the things I've already done to my Mark IV Golf to get it mechanically sound, check out my playlist. Thanks for watching. Take care.